In this episode, if I had only one word, one piece of advice to give you, this is it.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
Welcome, everyone, to episode 225 of the Daily Mother Swole for Facebook Live. Bing. Welcome, everyone, to episode 225 of the Daily Mother Swole, episode 225. 225. Thank you for joining me live on Facebook. Thanks for watching on YouTube and listening on SoundCloud and the iTunes. So remember, you can catch the podcast. You can catch it on the visual, the audio, and you can catch it right here live every day at 12 noon Eastern Time. And make sure you also be checking me out on Instagram and Snapchat if you want more daily updates. And when I post things, Snapchat and IG stories where I'm going to be like, hey, look at this episode. It's online now. So you can check me out on those, kind of like a running vlog through the day. I also have other vlogs and things like that on my YouTube channel. But I got some announcements today. Some big shit that's going down. And also, we're going to talk about some good stuff. So remember, if you are not a member of Swolenormous Premium, you still have a chance to sign up today for the broadcast right after. So Swolenormous Premium members, if you don't know, that's my private accountability group. We do private live broadcasts, nutrition breakdowns, program design. It's like a group training, great community. And I usually go live in Premium right after Daily Swole to help everyone apply what we talk about during the show. So if you're serious about your training, about taking your ish to the next level, you can click the sign up button on my Facebook page or go to swolenormous.com and click Get Premium and get your skinny asses in there so you can get yoked like Papa Gaines. Like a Papa Gaines. The Daily Mother Swole is here. This is the Daily Swole. This episode is kind of just spurring off, and I was mentioning before, I was having a conversation with some people who were doing some comments in the discussion section of Swolenormous Premium, and I answered in this way, and I realized this is what I want to talk about for today's show. And you've heard like these, everyone asks these, supposed questions, like if you had only had one thing you could buy, if you only had one thing you can do before you died, if there's only one thing you can do, or one thing you can say, or one person you can meet, there's always that, ooh, I wonder who it'd be. If I had one word, I thought about this, if I had one word of advice, because obviously I give a lot of advice. We talk a lot about fitness, I answer a lot of questions. If I had one word, not one phrase or one thing or one topic, if I had one word, and a lot of times if you ask anyone who's in fitness or doing any kind of, videos or trying to teach people things or doing something similar and not as good as Papa Swole, fucking enormous, they're going to say, oh, motivation and discipline, consistency, happiness, and, which are all good things. Those are all good things. I talk about those. They're important. They're muy importante. But there's one thing that will lead to all those things. There's one thing that will make a bigger difference than just foofy word, because that's bullshit. Consistency. Well, you can consistently do things that suck. You can consistently be a piece of shit and be an asshole and, injure people. You can consistently murder people and you're a serial killer. So consistency isn't like, oh, it's done. You've succeeded. The one word that will cover increase in strength, listen to this shit, the one word that will lead to an increase in strength. I'm going to use my fingers for numbers. I'll see if I can do this ambidextrously. Increased strength, flexibility, peace of mind, injury prevention, appreciation, balance, recovery, improve your physical shape and your aesthetic appearance, and will also calm the mind and level you. Some of you already know what the hell I'm talking about, and it is yoga. Yoga, the one thing, the one word that will cover everything. Sarah, lifting. No, fuck lifting. Lifting does one thing. It'll overload you. Your body has to increase internal tension. You'll get tight. It's really hard to balance out compensations. It's stressful on the body. It releases endorphins. It's good, but it'll leave you stiff as a board. Unless you do it completely. Unless you do lightweight and you kind of do like Pilates type lifting and stuff like that. Yoga. And of course, we're talking about a first, close, and second. I love lifting more than anything. But yoga has made the biggest difference in my life since I started with my fitness and with just my mental outlook on things. I feel more when I don't train. I feel more when I don't do yoga as like, man, I got to start doing yoga again. More than when I haven't lifted for a couple days. Like, oh man, I could get back in the gym. It's kind of like, I know I'll get back in the gym. I know I'll lift weights. I know how to do that. I have my limitations, when you're natural, I'm kind of tired. I'm tired of eating a shitload of food and trying to get bigger, 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 bigger. I have these periods of like these bursts of like motivation that like, oh, I'm going to get big. And then I'm like, I don't feel like going today. I don't feel like eating that shit. It's a lot of stress on the body. It's a lot of stress on the body. You have to really, 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 really want it. And I did for a long, long time, really hard. I still do, but not to the extent of when I made my most progress. Like now I'm kind of like in that sweet spot where this takes a priority. My social media takes a priority. My business takes a priority. And making it to the gym and eating 10 meals a day and doing everything, it doesn't revolve around that. My priorities have shifted. That's still important. That's still high on the totem pole, but it's not as high as it was 8 years ago when that was my only tunnel vision focus. Yoga has made the biggest difference since weight training because of all those aspects of increasing recovery, of increasing, the ability of your overall view of fitness, of health. It will help you. It will help balance out the body physically, which is one of the most important things. I know the spiritual aspect is great, but the physical aspect, especially when combined with lifting, is unfucking paralleled. You are going to activate all. And I'm talking about a basic yoga flow. You'll activate all the underactive muscles, the muscles that aren't working hard enough, that need to strengthen in order to create more balance and reduce tension. You will, with a basic yoga flow, increase the lengthening, improve the lengthening of all overactive muscles, muscles that are tight, muscles that are worked too hard, muscles on the front of the shoulder, in the pectoral region, muscles, the lats, internally rotating the shoulder. It will release tension in the front of the hip flexors, and the rectus femoris and the major muscle of the quad. It will help stretch out the calves, the soleus and gastrocnemius that are really tight from sitting down. You will stretch everything that's tight and strengthen everything that's weak. It creates balance. It helps with your breath. It'll help with your recovery. It'll help with your sleeping. It'll help with your eating. It helps with everything. It's a total system. And there's a reason why it's been around for thousands and thousands of years, because you don't need equipment. In 5000 BC, you didn't need a gym. Tommy, are there any good yoga channels? I'm sure there are. I don't watch people's stuff on YouTube. I don't watch stuff on YouTube. I produce stuff on YouTube. I don't scour. But if anyone else does have a good yoga channel, post it up here, and then you guys can all check it out. Now, understand that there are different types of yoga. There are many different types of lifting. There's different types of food. There's different types of everything in the world, different types of mattresses, there's everything. So there's different types of yoga. There's certain types that are more strength-based, like vinyasa. There are ones that are more flexibility-based, breathing technique, like hatha yoga. And there are ones like yin and raja yoga, which are more deep fascial tissue release. And some of these, I prefer personally hot yoga, but the point is that you try a yoga class. If you haven't done a yoga class, some of you, I said like, oh, I've never tried yoga. That's fine. There's a point where I never tried yoga too. But there are some people that have listened to every episode or 100 episodes or 50 episodes and love the Daily Swole and ask me questions and all of this. And I say yoga, and you still haven't tried yoga. So get off your fucking ass and try it. I am not speaking bullshit. I'm not trying to fill up time. If you follow my show and you listen to all my episodes, I've been preaching yoga from the first freaking day. I always talk about yoga. If you follow my stuff and you've been following me for at least a couple weeks, I always talk about yoga. I always talk about yoga. I have many shows on yoga, and I keep on doing them because I have new viewers and new people in here, and I have to reiterate the importance. And as you go through my shows, you're going to think about things a different way, and you understand why it's so important. And everyone in premium that's been trying, we're having this conversation earlier, everyone that's been trying yoga is like, wow, it's changed my life. I feel completely different. And after 3 days, all of a sudden, I feel like $1,000,000. Yeah, it's the yoga. It's the yoga. It will repair you. It's like a self-massage. It's a mental massage. It's everything. It's relaxation and it's balance. You need to do it. You need to do it. Even if you hate it, do it. I am not joking. If I had to give you one piece of advice, if you're like, oh, I don't feel like watching 225 episodes of the Daily Swole, I don't feel like watching your 700 videos on YouTube, I don't feel like following you, I don't feel like paying attention to you anymore, I'm going to go on my own and I'm just going to erase Swolenormous from my own personal existence. Which, by the way, is a terrible fucking idea. I mean, am I wrong? Yeah. You're going to miss me. You're going to miss me when I'm gone. If I had to give you one thing before you left Swolenormous Nation, yoga. That's it. That's it. You think it'd be lifting. You think it'd be like, oh, growing a freaking beard full of testosterone like this. Well, that's all well and good, but without yoga, it's not the same. It's not a Swolenormous beard. It's just a regular beard. You don't want that. You don't want that. So here's what's going to happen. I challenge everyone to do a yoga class, to download, to look at a yoga video on YouTube. And here's what I want. I want you to either post the picture here in one of the threads on my Facebook page. I want you to snap me a picture of you doing yoga or of a yoga mat, something, a little snap of you doing yoga. I want you to post up. I want to associate. I want my community, I want Swolenormous community to understand the importance of yoga. Premium members have a grasp on it. And I'm going to go in premium on my Swolenormous premium page right after this, and we're going to talk a little bit more about yoga and answer some more detailed questions about it and specific types of yoga and which ones they should try. And I do have some yoga videos. I have a yoga video that I did myself for premium that's in the premium page. But if you are serious about your fitness and you're watching this show, which is chances are you are serious about fitness because that's all we freaking talk about. And I know we joke around a lot. I know I have some fun and lay down some fucking knowledge bombs like you wouldn't believe. But I feel like just saying, oh, this is the most important, it doesn't cut it. It doesn't give enough. It's so important. It's so important. And it doesn't matter what your goal is, to get big, to get lean, to get small. I want to lose weight. I want to gain weight. I want to be happier. I want to live longer. It doesn't matter what. The answer is yoga. It's all of it. It's all of it. It's literally the one thing. And it does everything. Lifting weights doesn't even do everything. Nutrition doesn't even do everything. I cannot stress enough the importance of doing yoga. Swolenormous and yoga are parallel. They are the same. It's all a basic kind. They're intertwined. If you have rope, and string, and if you have rope, it's Swolenormous, it's lifting, it's yoga, it's nutrition. Post up some pictures of you doing yoga. You know what I'm going to do? Here's what I'm going to do, okay? Check this out. I am going to start a thread on the Facebook page. I'm going to start a thread. So we're only going to post here on Facebook because you're all here on Facebook Live. I am going to start a thread of the picture is going to be me doing yoga. I want everyone to post their pictures and their stuff of them doing yoga on the Facebook thread that I'm going to post just after this. I'll post a picture of me doing yoga and on the beach or something like that. And then under that, you're going to tag or you're going to post and guess what? We're going to up the ante a little bit. You're going to post a picture. This could be like one of those chainmail things, where you tag someone. You're going to post a picture of you doing yoga, and you're going to tag someone that you know, at least one person, and challenge them to post a yoga picture of them doing yoga, like one of those stop, drop, and yoga challenges. Should be stop, drop, and get fucking swole. Stop, drop, and swolga. Swolga. All right? So you're going to post your picture, and you're going to tag someone. like a little challenge, all right? So after this, I sign off here. Before I go on premium, I'll go and I'll post that picture, and then we'll get it on. So yoga. If you're listening on YouTube, watching on YouTube, you're listening on SoundCloud and iTunes, that goes for everyone. Facebook, Swolenormous, and post your picture and tag someone else and challenge them to do the same. I want everyone to experience. I want everyone to try this. I want everyone to get involved. Thank you for joining me for episode 225 of the Daily Mother Swole. Getting the swolga on. Swolga. That's it. That's my new thing. Okay? Hashtag Swolga. I'll see everyone tomorrow at 12 noon Eastern Time. Thank you for joining me on YouTube. Thanks for watching on Facebook Live, listening, SoundCloud, iTunes. Tomorrow, Spotlight video, epic. Don't forget, tomorrow Spotlight Sunday. Super, super stoked about that. Best one yet. You guys are going to shit your pants. Share the fuck out of this one. You're going to love it. You're going to love it. See you tomorrow, episode 226, 12 noon Eastern Time. Later.